Are you ready to practice speaking English with me? Today's speaking practice will focus on self-introduction at a job interview. We're going to practice how to introduce yourself professionally when you attend an interview. This lesson is designed to help you sound clearer, more confident, and more natural when you speak English in a formal situation. In a job interview, the way you introduce yourself matters. It is often the first impression the interviewer gets from you. So in this lesson, we'll look at how to answer the question, "Tell me about yourself," in a simple, strong, and professional way. We'll use a model interview today. The example will be useful even if you do not work in the same field, because the language, the structure, and the expressions can be adapted to many different jobs. Before we begin, remember this. When you introduce yourself in an interview, you do not need to say everything about your life. You need to give the interviewer a clear picture of who you are, what you do, and why you are a good fit for the position. So let's begin. Hello, and welcome. Imagine that you have just walked into the interview room. You take a breath, smile, and greet the interviewer politely. A natural first line could be, "Good morning, and thank you for meeting with me today." Or, "Hello, it's a pleasure to be here." Or, "Good afternoon. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview for this position." These are simple, respectful, and professional greetings. They help set the tone for the conversation. Now the interviewer may say something like, "Welcome. It's great to meet you. Please tell me a bit about yourself." This is one of the most common questions in job interviews, and many English learners feel nervous when they hear it. But it becomes much easier if you have a structure in mind. A good self-introduction usually has 4 parts. First, your current role or professional identity. Second, your background or experience. Third, your skills or strengths. Fourth, your reason for applying. Let's practice that structure now. You can start like this. Of course. My name is Hannah, and I'm a marketing professional with over 3 years of experience working with different clients and campaigns. This opening is short, clear, and direct. It gives the interviewer an immediate idea of who you are. You could also say, "Certainly. I'm Samuel, and I work in project management. Over the past 5 years, I've worked with teams in both small companies and larger organizations." Or, "My name is Selam, and I'm a graphic designer with a strong interest in visual communication and brand storytelling." You do not need to sound too dramatic. You only need to sound confident and organized. Now, let's continue with the next part of the introduction. I've spent the past few years developing my experience in marketing, especially in digital strategy, content creation, and customer engagement. This is strong because it tells the interviewer not only what you have done, but also what areas you have focused on. You could also say, "In my previous role, I worked closely with clients from different industries, and I was responsible for planning campaigns, analyzing results, and improving performance." Or, "I have worked with both startups and established companies, which has helped me develop flexibility, communication skills, and problem-solving ability." When you speak about your experience, it is good to use words like developed, managed, supported, coordinated, built, led, improved, and contributed. These verbs make your introduction sound more professional. For example, "I developed marketing strategies that helped increase customer engagement. I managed digital campaigns that brought strong results. I coordinated with different departments to make sure projects stayed on track. I supported the team by organizing reports, meetings, and client communication." These are all useful patterns you can adapt for your own job interview. Now, let's move to the next part, your interests and motivation. A strong candidate does not only describe what they have done, they also explain why they are interested in the role. You can say, "I've always been interested in marketing because I enjoy understanding how people respond to ideas, messages, and brands." Or, "I became interested in this field during my university studies, and over time, I developed a deeper passion for it." Or, "What interests me most is the combination of creativity, strategy, and communication." This is important because interviewers want to hear not only your experience, but also your motivation. Now, let's look at why you applied for the job. You can say, "I applied for this position because I believe my background and skills match what your company is looking for." Or, "I'm excited about this opportunity because your company has a strong reputation for innovation and professional growth."
Or,
this role interests me because it will allow me to contribute my skills while continuing to learn and grow. These answers sound mature, thoughtful, and professional. Now, let's continue the model interview. Interviewer: that's great to hear. Could you share a bit more about your background and the experience you bring to the table? Your answer might be,
certainly.
over the past 3 years, I've had the opportunity to work with a range of clients in the marketing industry, from smaller businesses to larger brands. My role involved creating data-driven strategies, improving customer targeting, and helping campaigns reach the right audience. You could also say, in my previous positions, I worked on digital campaigns, content planning, and brand communication. I learned how to stay organized, work under pressure, and communicate clearly with different teams.
Or,
my experience has helped me build strong analytical and communication skills, and I'm comfortable adapting to different work environments. When speaking in an interview, you want to sound positive and confident, but not arrogant. You want to show that you understand your value. A useful phrase is, I believe my experience could add value to your team. This is a polite and professional way to say that you think you can help the company. Another useful phrase is, I'm confident that my background would allow me to contribute effectively in this role. Now, let's move to the next part of the interview. Interviewer: can you provide an example of a challenging project that you've worked on and how you approached it? This is a very common interview question. Employers ask this because they want to see how you solve problems. A strong answer usually has 4 parts: the project, the challenge, your action, and the result. For example, of course, one project that comes to mind was when I was working on a customer engagement campaign for a client who wanted to improve communication with their audience. The challenge was that their response times were slow and their customers were becoming less engaged. You could continue like this. I took the lead in researching possible solutions and suggested a new support system that could help the company respond faster and more efficiently. I worked closely with the team to organize the process, test the solution, and make improvements where needed. Then you can add the result. As a result, the company improved its response time and saw better customer satisfaction. It was a challenging project, but it taught me a lot about teamwork, problem solving, and adapting to change. This kind of answer is powerful because it shows action, responsibility, and outcome. Now, let's practice a full model introduction. Good morning, and thank you for having me here today. My name is Hannah, and I'm a marketing professional with more than 3 years of experience in digital strategy and client communication. Over the past few years, I've worked with different companies and teams, which has helped me build strong analytical skills and a practical understanding of campaign planning. I've always been interested in marketing because I enjoy the mix of creativity and strategy. I like finding ways to connect the right message with the right audience, and I enjoy working in fast-moving environments where I can keep learning and improving. In my previous role, I was responsible for planning and managing digital campaigns, supporting customer engagement, and working on data-driven strategies to improve results. I'm comfortable working with different teams, and I enjoy taking initiative when there is a challenge to solve. I applied for this position because I believe my experience fits well with your company's goals, and I'm excited about the opportunity to contribute to a team that values innovation and growth. I'm especially interested in the chance to continue developing my skills while bringing value to the organization. Thank you again for the opportunity to interview today. I'm looking forward to learning more about the role and discussing how I can contribute to your team. Now, let's make this useful for your own speaking practice. You can use this structure. Hello, and thank you for meeting with me today. My name is your name, and I'm your profession with years of experience in your field. I've worked in your main work area, and I've developed skills in Skill 1, Skill 2, and Skill 3. I'm interested in this role because reason. I believe my background can help me contribute positively to your team. Experience, background, responsibility, support, and improve. You can build many interview answers from these words alone. I enjoy working in sales because it allows me to connect with people, understand their needs, and find solutions that create value. I'm also very motivated by goals, and I like being part of a team that works towards shared success. In my previous role, I managed accounts, supported new clients, and helped improve communication between departments. These experiences taught me how to stay organized, stay calm under pressure, and focus on results. I'm applying for this position because I believe it is a great opportunity to grow professionally while contributing my experience to your company. I'm excited about the possibility of joining a team that values service, teamwork, and performance. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Hannah, and I'm a marketing professional with 3 years of experience in digital strategy, content planning, and client communication. I've had the chance to work with different teams and clients, and I've developed strong skills in organization, analysis, and teamwork. I'm passionate about marketing because I enjoy combining creativity with strategy, and I'm excited about the possibility of bringing that experience to your company. That answer is clear, confident, and professional. Now another one. Interviewer. Why did you apply for this role? I applied for this role because it matches my experience and career goals. I'm interested in working for a company that values innovation, teamwork, and continuous improvement. I believe this position would allow me to contribute my skills while also growing professionally. That is a very good answer because it is positive and specific. Now, one more. Interviewer. Can you tell us about a challenge you handled?
Certainly.
In one of my previous projects, I worked with a team that needed to improve customer response time. I researched different solutions, organized the workflow, and helped implement a new system. As a result, we improved efficiency and customer satisfaction. It was a valuable experience that strengthened my problem-solving and teamwork skills. That answer shows leadership and responsibility. Now, let's move into final speaking practice. Read this aloud slowly. My name is Hannah. I'm a marketing professional with 3 years of experience in digital strategy and client communication. I've worked with different teams and clients, and I enjoy creating solutions that support strong results. I'm interested in this role because I believe my experience, skills, and motivation would allow me to contribute positively to your company. Read it again. My name is Hannah. I'm a marketing professional with 3 years of experience in digital strategy and client communication. I've worked with different teams and clients, and I enjoy creating solutions that support strong results. I'm interested in this role because I believe my experience, skills, and motivation would allow me to contribute positively to your company. Read it one more time, a little faster but still clear and confident. My name is Hannah. I'm a marketing professional with 3 years of experience in digital strategy and client communication. I've worked with different teams and clients, and I enjoy creating solutions that support strong results. I'm interested in this role because I believe my experience, skills, and motivation would allow me to contribute positively to your company. Now, let's do one final model answer. Good morning, and thank you for meeting with me today. My name is Hannah, and I'm a marketing professional with experience in digital strategy, content planning, and client engagement. Over the past few years, I've worked with different clients and campaigns, and I've learned how to adapt quickly, communicate clearly, and stay focused on results. I'm passionate about marketing because I enjoy combining creativity with strategy. I'm especially interested in opportunities where I can contribute to a team, continue learning, and help create meaningful results for the company. I'm excited about this interview and grateful for the opportunity to be here today. Thank you very much. That is a polished, natural, and professional self-introduction. Before we finish, remember these final points. Speak clearly. Keep your answer organized. Use positive language. Mention your experience. Explain your motivation. End politely. If you can do those 6 things, your interview introduction will already be very strong. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep reviewing these examples, keep speaking out loud, and keep building confidence in English. See you in the next lesson.